Third Wheel Podcast, guys. It's gonna be a weird episode. I don't think y'all are ready. I'm Caleb.
Shabs.
That's right. That's beautiful. All right. I'm gonna do. I'm going. We'll shoot one episode. We'll see if it works, and if not, that's okay. And
Okay.
then we'll try again like next week or something, or maybe we'll just meet up in person like we've been doing. There's a way to do this. I know there is. So I don't know. I just figured it's hot outside and the place we want to shoot, AC is no good, but I don't know. I mean, how are you doing on your end? Do you feel better? Do you feel like we're not in the heat, so it's a good thing?
I'm cool either way.
That's good. Well, yeah, he put up with the heat last time, but I'm trying to, I don't know, trying to experiment with different things. We got a baby coming, so I don't know. We may not be able to drive as much all the time. We can maybe we could figure this out.
Okay, to be fair, like we don't have a baby coming.
Okay, you're right. My bad, guys. I meant I do. Hey, that's a we. You're part of the family.
No,
Oh,
might be part of your family.
that's hurtful. Well, I got something for you, Shaps. This was really tough for me. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. It was a really
boy.
tough.
Here we go.
I bought it.
Yep.
All right. Do you think you're gonna like this gift, or do you think I'm about to like give you something terrible?
I mean, just do it, man. Just do it.
All right. In the spirit of talking about comic books, you made a comment. I don't know if this would ever lead to you starting your own collection. I bought this, and I actually wasn't sure if I wanted to give it to you because I started to want it myself. Right?
Oh, that's always the best kind.
Yeah. I got it, and I was like, man, this looks really solid, dude. If we had met in person, I would have handed it to you, obviously, but it came in the mail today. So if you say you can see me on the camera, but I'm going to go ahead and hold it up. I got the Superman Red Sun #1.
How'd you get that?
#2.
Oh my gosh!
And hold on. #3, the best one.
Dude, how'd you get all those?
I know. Okay, so, well, I don't want to be rude. eBay. eBay had them at the best price.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie. They weren't like cheap. They weren't crazy expensive. I didn't spend $3,000 on you or something. But
yeah.
I just kind of thought like you'd enjoy these. Dude, this one is super sick, bro.
Oh my gosh,
I
look
loved
awesome.
it when I read.
I've never seen the cover art either. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, did you read the whole graphic novel, or you haven't read it, right?
No, I haven't read it.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Dude,
I wouldn't recommend you open
post?
these and read them. Okay. I wouldn't.
Okay.
I think you should just buy the graphic novel and read it like that. You can tear that one up. You can burn it.
Because those look like poster worthy.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm debating. I don't have a bunch with me right now, but I'm debating hanging up my comic books like in some kind of display thing. Right now I got them in my safe, which I think I told you, but I'm really worried about like my house burning down. Maybe it's an illogical fear, but
dang,
we're still just if my house burns down, the ones that aren't in my safe are toast, quite literally. So it just got me kind of like nervous about it.
So your house starts burning down. Maddie's gonna have to start dragging you towards the yard, and you're like, no, my comics.
Yeah, she got mad at me because I was like, don't, if the house burns down, my comics are safe. And she's like, that's all you care about are your comics? What about our life? And I was like, you don't understand. Like, I don't have to run in and rescue my comics. I could just wait for the fire to go away, go grab my safe after the fact, and we're golden,
And the baby's gonna have legs, so
yeah, he'll just, and arms. He can crawl. He can crawl away.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like, dude, this one's my favorite. Obviously, when I read the graphic novel, every time you get to a new issue, it shows you the different covers. And this one, I was like, oh, this is so solid. I was surprised it's only 3 issues. Excuse me. I don't think I've told the audience, Red Sun was actually my first comic story that I've ever read in. Okay, not quite true. I read Marvel Zombies and I read Hulk: The End. However, those didn't like resonate with me, like because I read them at Barnes and Noble. and then I just put them back after I was done, right? And so then I never worried about it. But the Red Sun was like my first time. Like, oh, I want to read a good Superman story.
Yeah.
My buddy recommended Red Sun. Very first graphic novel I bought. They had it. Purchased it for like maybe $15-$20. It was probably cheaper back then, so maybe 15
Yeah.
bucks. Read it cover to cover, and I was like, man, this is like something else. And I didn't actually start collecting comic issues till way later. So you had
That's
mentioned
awesome.
that you like Red Sun. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I've always wanted to read, and my first was Killing Joke, I think.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I think that was like
But
my
I,
sixth or seventh.
yeah. Well, I was thinking about actually getting into the because it's a new series, the Absolute series. So
Okay.
like finding some Absolute Batman or something. See
Oh
what that's
yeah,
all
dude, that'd
about.
be solid, bro. So yeah, find a good spot for these. They're thicker than I thought. They almost feel
Oh
like
yeah.
graphic novels, but no.
Those are frame worthy, definitely.
Absolutely, dude. So yeah, you're gonna be here Saturday, I think, for my birthday. So when you're here,
Yep.
don't forget them, because I
Right.
will stick them with my collection and keep them.
Damn, dude.
It was tough
That's the
because
best gift ever.
when I ordered them, I it kept saying they're on their way, they're almost here, and I was like, man, like I want them for my collection just because I was like, I never owned these, and I was like, these are,
Hey, no hearts broken if you keep them, honestly.
No.
But
My thing was, if I tell you I bought them for you, now it's like in my mind I have to give these to you, because because I hadn't told you I was getting you a gift, it was like no harm, no foul, right? But you just would have never known that
Gotcha.
originally I got them for you. But no,
Dang.
when they got here, I had to work it out in my mind. I sat here and I was like, I had no inclination of collecting these until we kind of talked about it. And then it really did. First thought was get him as a gift for you. And then when I sat down after I bought them, and I was like, he's going to be so excited when I get him. The greed started to sit
would I
in.
save shafts in a fire?
Yeah. That's like, I can't fit him in a safe, so I might just have to let my boy go. But
now I got to get a safe now. That's crazy.
oh yeah, find somewhere to put him. You just never know. I think your house might be safe, but I don't know. Those cats in there, they might knock something down. So next time you're here, don't forget these. They'll be here for you. I also got, in fact, I'll grab a few of them, but this is I got Earth X, which is Alex Ross cover. You really can't really see what it is from your angle, I don't think, but it's got the alternate universe Thor, who's a woman. It's got the Vision and it actually kind of looks like the Vision and Scarlet Witch switch costumes. They got the same color scheme, but like how Vision has the weird mask looking thing.
Yeah.
It looks like they kind of flipped. He's wearing a hood like she would wear a hood. So, in fact, here I got some more that came in. Let me grab them real quick. They should be right here. I don't think I stuck these in the safe yet. So, yep, sure didn't. So these just came in. I got I told you that my favorite not my favorite, but Scotty Young, he did The Death of Wolverine number 1. So that came in. That's pretty exciting. Stick that in there. I got my Superior Spider-Man number 3. Pretty cool.
Nice.
It's not my I don't really think this cover is that good, but it's the only variant that was like worth mentioning.
What's the guy in the background? Oh, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I see.
And then he's got the vulture behind him, but it's a dead vulture. It looks like the vulture skull. And then another Earth X. So this one is like the alternate Iron Man. I don't know if you can tell. Alternate Iron Man, and then the alternate Spider-Man, where he actually turns into some kind of creature. I don't think he turns to a spider, but he turns into some kind of reptilian monster.
Mm.
And then another Earth X. So there's only like 12 Earth X issues I got to collect. So just kind of making my way through those. I'm going to stick Red Sun in here too, with the intention of you'll grab them when you come here. So
awesome.
Anyway, what you been up to, dude? Anything cool?
Yeah, last night, me and my friends saved a kitten. So all day today I've been taking care of it, taking it to the vet, all that fun stuff. I'm not keeping it, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you can guess why. But yeah, so if anyone out there needs a kitten, let me know.
What does it look like?
It's I sent you a picture. It's a little gray one. She's really tiny. Um, Very nice kitten.
Hmm. Would you ever consider buying your own roadcaster, like a mini one? We could sync them up, and it'd be super easy.
I don't know how we got there from kitten talk, but sure.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting on the picture to come in, so I'm just sitting here kind of like refiguring our entire setup.
Yeah.
So let me see here. Look at that baby. Oh, that is a kitten. No way. Oh man.
Yeah, she was stuck under a car hood of one of the neighbors at my parents' place.
Tell you what,
It,
cats multiply like no one's business, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, big comic collecting phase right now. I found a bunch of I didn't realize this, but Frank Miller's done like so much comic work. I started looking at Daredevils. I got a Daredevil where he's Daredevil's blind, right? So he's like
Yeah.
I got the issue where he's pointing a gun at the reader and it says he's not effing around anymore. It didn't say effing around, but it says like he's not messing around anymore. And I was like, he can't see. And it turns out it's a Frank Miller
That's why
comic.
he's aiming at you.
Yeah, that's a Frank Miller comic book. And I was like, oh man, he's like yeah.
What is the one? It's I don't even know if it's a cover. I assume it is. Wolverine getting crucified on a big X.
Oh yeah. I don't know who did that one. Let me see. Who did
Is
the
that a cover or is it just a page?
It's a cover. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a very famous cover. So Marvel is actually really good at taking a cover and putting it in live action. So
Yeah.
you obviously know when Deadpool goes to find a Wolverine, he finds the one where he's on a cross.
Yeah.
Let me see who did that cover.
That scene was also in the supposed Kane Dynasty script leak.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Who did it? Let's see here. That was who created the cover? I thought I was asking who crucified Wolverine, which is nothing I would ever look up ever. Mark Silvestri.
The Druish people.
Yeah. Mark Silvestri. So if you ever get that comic, dude, my buddy I used to work with, he said, I've been posting pictures of my comics. I don't know if you've seen them, but I've been posting pictures, and he's like, man, you got me looking at my collection. He showed me all the comics I wanted to own, dude. He has the Hulk versus Wolverine. It's a classic. The first appearance of Wolverine is in a Hulk comic, and it says the winner fights the Wendigo. So the Wendigo's in the back, like and then it's just Wolverine and Hulk fighting each other, and I guess Wendigo's in the back waiting for who wins to fight.
A villain named Wendigo came out before Wolverine did. That's kind of sad.
I know, right? I don't even think they knew Wolverine was going to be an X-Man. Who's going to join Charles?
Was he a hero first, or was he a villain first?
I don't know if he was a villain or not. I should probably read that story. But
I thought you had that one. I remember you talking about it.
I want it. I want it so bad. I found someone who did a mock-up of that one. It's a redo of that one, but he made them into like little kids. Not the guy I'm collecting. It wasn't Scotty Young, but it was someone who kind of did that style. And so, but that one's like $3,000 like minimum if you're trying.
I was just about to say,
yeah,
gotta return the favor.
It's no, dude, don't even bother. If you know someone who has it, I'm not going to say don't steal it, but you got to do.
It might be worth ruining the friendship.
Yeah, you got to do the heist, but no. And then he showed me the one you talked about, the Wolverine crucified. He just has it.
He has that.
He just has it. Yeah, he got them all.
So
in the
he has
80s.
the most valuable ones.
Yeah, he got them all in the 80s as they were coming out. And so then he's like, oh, I wish I bought this one. He sent me one that he doesn't have, and he's like, it's several $1,000s. And I was like, well, you have some right now that you just texted me a picture of, several $1,000s. You could probably trade it just fine.
You see, he's old, so it doesn't count. Yeah. They had it all easy.
Now he bought it when it was what, 30 cents? I was like, man, that's a crime.
Get like a billion of those.
And I was like hoping he was showing me that so he could like, low key, like give me one. I'll just give me the Hulk one. But now, of course,
yeah, why not? You just have to wait for him to die, I guess.
Yeah, no, he has kids. Although I don't know if they like it as much as I do. So that's the only kicker. Is like, would they, on his dying wish, would he, his dying breath, would he remember me? You know.
Get in the will, dude.
I know. Thinking about it, but anyway. Well, let's see. I had some topics here today. Let me find it. Well, I wrote down a bunch of franchises that I thought
Grab a
were
coffee real quick.
announced too early.
Oh, 1 sec. Alright, I'm a little tired, so I grabbed a little cold brew for myself.
That's what I'm talking about. You didn't actually accidentally get high again, did you?
No. And
Okay.
when did that ever happen legally?
Of course not. High on life. You're not high on life right now. All right. I got something that would be a quick one that might get us to the break. So let me pull this up. George R. R. Martin's publisher debunks the Winds of Winter. Supposed leak is false. We talk about George. Oh my God, he looks so old. Ugh. Sorry.
He ever not looked old?
I mean, no, but like he's got like the sunken in face old, you know, like his skin just doesn't want to work with the rest of him. Before he just like he looked delightfully wise, you know, like perfectly rounded face, but now like his forehead sinking in on the sides where the temples are. So I don't know, he looks worse. Is what I'm trying to say. That took me off guard because I was just gonna talk about how he still.
You know what's funny? He's probably gonna outlive you though.
No. Okay, I'm losing weight. All right, I'm gonna
No,
live.
it's not about your health. I think it's just in general. He's somehow going to outlive you, and then he'll release the book.
He's waiting
It's
for
like
me to
every
die.
fan's worst nightmare. Yeah.
He's like, and that is dead. Calls his publisher the next day. All right.
Yeah.
I hope this
Oh, he
audio
looks
is
good.
cool.
He looks kind of cute in a bowler hat.
Did I turn it around and show you? Because I was like, how'd you know that?
It's one of the first pictures that show up.
That'd be fun. Okay, so you pulled it up. If you're a Game of Thrones fan and were online this past weekend, you probably saw a leak making the rounds on social media about the Winds of Winter. A tweet featuring a screenshot from an anonymous leaker suggested that George R. R. Martin's long-awaited sixth entry in the Song of Ice and Fire saga is secretly set for release later this year. Ooh. This comes up every couple of years. Every couple of years, somebody comments and says he finished both books. They're gonna come out. He's been trolling everybody.
Yeah, it's his style.
Yeah. The online chatter you're seeing regarding a supposed leak is false. A representative from Bantam Books tells Entertainment Weekly. Let's see here. And then he gives a vague update. He says, in January, I do think if I can just get some of these other things off my back, I could finish the Winds of Winter pretty soon, he said. It's been clear to me that wins is a priority, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for that. Sometimes he's not in the mood.
Oh, well, I guess that's warranted. Sorry, dude. He's sometimes not in the mood.
Do you think that stops me? Never mind. Some things never change across
What are you gonna do,
genders.
dude?
I know.
He's
You know,
not in the mood.
I'm not even mad that he's not finishing the book. You know, I'm not even upset about that. Okay, it's more so the fact that. Well, why am I mad? It's more so the fact that no, the supposed leak thing that comes up every couple years. I don't know, like people that leak fake information. Do you think they just do it for clicks, for clout? Like that's like solid fake info. Solid like.
Well, I mean, I feel like 90% of the time they get it from someone else and they don't check it, and then I feel like most of the time it's a misunderstanding or it's an out of context quote or an assumption, and then it's thrown on the internet, or someone hears it from someone else and then they throw it on the internet, hoping it's real. I think most of the time it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sometimes there's trolling, but like I think it's most of the time it's just not checking your sources and then rolling with it, because like a lot of it's just like things that people generally do want to believe. I think there's a channel called Soul Source Brew I watch where they pretty much go over like internet culture, and then they go over. They have like a subsection of just like hoaxes, famous things that people believe, and then they go back all the way back to the source of where like rumors started from, and then debunking them.
Mm.
It just happens all the time. That's why like I don't know. There's a few like particular news sources that I listen to, but there are some. There's actually one Facebook news outlet that I keep subscribed to, but not because I trust them. It's because it's so funny how clickbaity they are, and
Yeah.
how like literally everything they say is just completely blown out of proportion. Um, but you know, don't trust everything you read.
Yeah, I'm so big not into conspiracy theories that when I read that I was like, it's just not true. In fact, I think I only saw the headline that says debunked, and I was like, just rolling my eyes because like I don't know
Yeah,
that's not usually okay. Granted, I haven't like followed his entire uh publication history because I think the first book came out in 93 or maybe it was 97. It was like either 2 years before I was born or 2 years after. So I'm no expert on publishing dates. I just know it's been like 20 years since the last book, right?
yeah.
But well 15, sorry, 15 years. But I don't know, like he's just never been like a shadow drop type of guy, I don't think.
Mm.
Um and yeah, I feel like when he finishes the book, he would like make a post and be like, "Ha, finally get off my nuts." You know, like I just don't see why he'd try and hide it. Like he wants people to
Well,
stop asking him.
what's his incentive to finish the book at this point?
He doesn't have one. Let's be real. He's making money off of all the spin-off shows.
That
I
and
like that.
like
I like that
the
question.
hype is built up so much
Yeah,
that's like you're not going to satisfy
right.
everyone. So go off on the high note, I suppose, where
Yeah.
everyone's just in copium mode.
My buddy Ronnie made that point. He said the book he never releases is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
Um, that's great, and you're right.
that's what Valve does.
Yeah, that's fair. Why do you gotta interrupt me with a very funny and solid point, man? Every
Because I'm a
time.
funny, solid person.
Some BS, dude. No, and you're correct. It's like, but I think he genuinely thinks one, he's gonna finish it, and two, that it's gonna come out and he's gonna finish the next one. Um,
Yeah,
but he made it like I've said this anytime we bring it up. I say this. He made the last book too complicated to where I think where he's really struggling is trying to wrap it up. Because this
yeah,
isn't, as you know, this isn't even the last book that's supposed to come out. There's supposed to be one more. It's also
yeah,
supposed to be as big as this one. But I think where he really screwed himself was he wrote all these plot lines. Just he put too many new characters that were essentially they were there the whole time, and they're actually like really solid like characters if they were there the whole time, but they just all came up out of nowhere and said we're here now, and it just made the
yeah.
plot so much more complicated. Because you didn't watch the show, right?
No, I did.
Okay, yeah. So and I told you. So now it's not just Daenerys. It's not you know, it's not just Joffrey. Of course, you know Joffrey's dead, but it's not just the four characters that are in the show that want the throne anymore. Now there's like 16,
Nice.
and they all have a solid claim to the throne. It's not like a bunch of pretenders came out. Like a bunch of people that were there the whole time came up and said, "Actually, I'm supposed to be king or queen." And you're
Mm.
reading the book, you're like, "Oh shoot, they're right," you know. And so it's like
Wow.
there's too many characters, and they're all spread out. They're all trying to get to the they're all trying to get to the main kingdom, Westeros. Not yeah,
Yeah.
some of them aren't even in the country, but they're all making their way to the main city, to the Iron Throne, at the end of the last book. So it's like I mean, and then he's also struggled in the past with characters that he's killed off, and then later on he forgot, and because the book's so
Yeah.
huge and it's so rich, he forgot that that person's dead. So later on they'll pop back up. So he has to have like 50 people proofread his stuff.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know how they're gonna fit Bran.
Every best-selling author needs to take a presidential wellness test every quarter.
More tests than our presidents had to do. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not gonna open that can of worms. I almost just went on. Uh, you know, do you think they're gonna keep Bran as the king? You watched the entire show?
Hell no.
Really?
Hell no. Yeah, I watched the whole show.
Okay.
It was my favorite for a while. Um, no, hell no. I think that was probably the thing that made me the angriest. I think it was a toss up. Gosh darn it. I mean, what made me mad was what made everyone mad, right?
Daenerys going crazy.
That was probably like the last straw, and
Uh-huh.
then the brand thing was just like kicking me while I'm
It's
very
just like
dead.
the wound's open. You just put a lemon on it.
They brought me back just to kill me again. um, because like I think the Night King being wrapped up in one episode was just horrible. Like
It was.
that was probably like the beginning of the end, right? And then it almost felt like the rest of the season was like you know how like in some movies it will have a climax and then there's a secret 10-minute climax
Mm-hmm.
that throws you off, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's like that, but it goes on for hours. It just feels like the last 10 minutes of a really long movie, but stretched out to an entire season. Um, and yeah, just plot lines got wrapped up or not at all. Uh, I didn't mind Cersei's death that much. Like
I
everyone
did.
thought that was the worst, but that was not the worst problem. So it's
No.
like of all the things to get mad at, that was not the worst. I get it. She was definitely probably the de facto worst villain, but still, there was way more things to get mad at. I think Daenerys going crazy was just like definitely last straw, and then Bran being the king. I'm like, okay, like we're just making jokes at this point. We're just haha hoo hoo haha. That's funny. Like you
Awooga.
idiots. It's like
Yeah.
someone made a great point. It was like why not just make him the what was he called? The Master of Secrets, that one guy who had the role? Like
The
Bran
three-eyed
would just
raven.
make well no. I'm talking about the guy who was like he was the spy master. I forgot what his name was, but he was like the Master of
Varys.
Secrets or whatever. And yeah, I'm like just make Bran that. Like if of all and like the Starks leaving and separating, that just felt like
Yeah.
fanfic at that point.
Well, what's her name? Sansa becoming
Sansa, yeah.
the Queen of the North.
Yeah.
And like, Bran's just like, yeah, that's fine. You can separate and become independent, right? Which is
Yeah.
fine, except the Iron people. What's that? The Greyjoys. The
Yeah.
sister Greyjoy just like watches and nods. And her whole people's thing was they wanted to be independent. They wanted to go separate. And so,
And it
like,
never happened.
yeah. So, like, when they're all sitting at the circle, and then Sansa's like, yeah, I want to be the Queen of the North. I don't want to be part of the Seven Kingdoms. I want you to make it the Six Kingdoms. She just sits there and is like, yeah, I like that idea. And it was like, why didn't
Yeah.
you also, like, hey, hold on. I want to do that too. Like, it just never.
That's what I mean by fanfic. It's the fact that it felt like, oh yeah, everyone's okay with every decision being made and no one gets a say on anything. Like that was the whole reason of the show, right? Is that it was everyone seeking the same absolute power.
Yeah.
But oh no, it was only Daenerys at the end who actually was power crazy. No one else was.
No, not at all.
So then it was like it just left on such a for Game of Thrones to leave on such a like whimsical high note.
Yeah.
Like everyone's happy and then some.
Right.
Like that was so weird. And just add a character for the show. People joke about what's that next show that came out, the one that everyone hated at first, but now it's kind of cool. The
House of the Dragon.
No, the other one.
Oh, Night of the
just
Seven
came out.
Kingdoms.
Yeah. Like that one was made fun of pretty
Really?
early on for being like too nice, like too funny, right? But I'm like, what about the last season of GOT? I'm like, it really was that. Like, at least the last, few minutes wrap everything up. Like everything just felt too good. And then,
Right.
what's her name? Arya was like, I'm gonna go on a side quest that may be a spinoff one day. It just never happened.
It could
Just-
still happen, buddy. It could still
Okay,
happen.
yeah, I can't wait. She's probably like
Well,
what?
Hold on, we
I don't
gotta
know.
we gotta reset the camera. I'm gonna use the bathroom real fast and actually have an
Yeah.
idea for how we could get the Roadcaster going again. Oh. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, I want to revisit then, since we kind of got talking about it, and I actually really enjoyed that conversation about revisiting the Game of Thrones ending. Okay, so top 5 worst resolutions to plot lines. What are you thinking? So I'm kind of feeling that let's see. Bran being king, of course, made no sense at the end, right? But I think that's how you could probably disagree. I think that's how he wanted it to end in the book. But when he gave that cliff note, that bullet point to the creators of the show, they had no way, no path to get there naturally or organically. You know, does that make sense?
Obviously, Bran was being set up to be something big, and I thought it was covered with the Night King, but yeah, doubling down and just making him king. I'm like, well, he's never shown himself to be a competent leader, someone who can his like half his character arc is to be kind of semi brain dead, right? So it's just like he's not all there. So like, out of everyone, like, okay, listen. Jon Snow's sitting right there. I'm not saying he'd be the best, but he'd be the most honorable. Like he had like everyone's best interest in mind when he killed Daenerys, right?
Yeah.
Like I think he would have been a good. Like I think he would have been good. Honestly, Sansa wouldn't be opposed to that, but no, she just wants to be cold all day. And or you know what? Tyrion, he freaking played the game. He was the Game of Thrones dude.
Well, okay, with him though as Hand of the King, Joffrey had to be the face of it. So like he did the best work behind the shadows. Yeah. So yeah, okay, if he was tall, he would have been the perfect king.
Wow, dude, you're literally everything that's wrong with the world.
No, dude, I'm actually hating
hear
on
me
my
out.
own
Hear me out. This is kind of genius. You know how they melted the Iron Throne?
That was the worst thing ever, but yes.
What if they reshaped it because it's like there's only like a little bit left? They reshaped it to be his size.
That's kind of what happened at the end. I can't remember. Did it go flat or was it like
it basically almost completely melted away, except it was dwarf size.
That's actually quite terrible.
But yeah, dude, like, or I thought they were going to go the route. It's kind of generic, but I thought they were going to go the route where like, well, since there's no Iron Throne, there's no more king.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they were trying to imply.
Yeah.
You know?
But they didn't.
But here's for real. They were just like, okay, we're still gonna do a king, but there's just no throne. There's nothing to sit on.
Oops. Yeah. Oh no, he has his wheelchair.
Shut your mouth. I mean, okay. So Bran's king, right? So that was really dumb. I feel like it makes sense if we got there naturally. I feel like they could have found.
Yeah.
Okay, but the book ends. He's still so far north, and they don't reveal in the books yet that Jon Snow's the actual heir to the throne. Right. But it's strongly implied. But if you didn't know that already because of the show spoiling it, you wouldn't have guessed it. It's there, but like it's so. They give you too many dots to connect. So for you to arrive on that, it would have just been a theory. So then the show comes out and it spoils that whole thing. Right. But it ends up being a really cool plot point, right? That's great.
Right.
But then, there's no organic way for Jon Snow to get to the throne. There's no organic way for Bran to show back up and get... I mean, I guess you could say they just didn't do it with enough episodes and explanation and all that stuff. But like he just comes back... And since he knows everything, they just think, well, let's take him to the throne. Let's go.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he said yes. Like it's just, was so like this entire time he's just been like, I don't care about anything.
Why do you think he came all this way? That's literally the quote. Why do you think I came all this way?
Because how does he not become the next villain? Wouldn't he have like everything set up to be that? Like,
I know, because okay, here's another thing. The actor had nothing to work with after he
oh yeah,
turns into the all-seeing three-eyed raven.
oh yeah,
His
because that was all them, right? That was all the book, like or the showrunners, because
yeah,
they didn't get to that in the book, right?
right. But like he just turns into blank-faced boy, right? He's just
Yeah,
like, "Hello." And like there's a scene where the girl's like, "How come you don't care anymore?" And he's just like, you know, he just like shrugs his shoulders. I don't know.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't. The script doesn't say so.
So that poor actor had like nothing to go off of after that.
Right.
That's pretty disappointing. But let me look at something real fast. Hold on. Sorry. Do. Let's chat. Let's try this. Okay, you still there? How about now? You there? No, okay, that's not gonna work. One more time. How's that? Nothing? Okay.
Check.
All right, there we are. All right, nothing. I was trying a different channel. All right, there you are. So, okay. But, okay, to me, Bran wasn't as insulting. How he got there was insulting. But, like, I could see why in his head, George R. R. Martin's like, okay, since he can literally see anything into the future, this is where I'd want it to go. Like, I could see how in his brain, he's going to get there with these two books, right? I could see that. I also could see Daenerys turning bad. I think that's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, the person that's supposed to be different from the Mad King. Oh no, the coin flipped, heads or tails. It's tails. She's crazy. I fine with that if we had gotten there naturally. But yes, everyone's complaining, and it's true. Like she just, I mean, it's literally that clip is 2 seconds long.
Oh yeah.
In this,
It's like the camera zooms in, and then the music goes da 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 da.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It is like it is worse than the Anakin thing, I think.
That's a bold claim. Wait, worse than the Anakin thing? Like him?
Yeah,
turning...
or Anakin changing side.
No, they had a whole movie on that, on why he changed.
Well, yeah, but you know how people complained how it was just one conversation, really. How, like, yeah, obviously they were hinting at it, but the thing that made him like say, "I'm going to kill all the children," was literally just like one conversation.
I don't.
So
you know what? I never thought I'd defend the prequels here.
I'm telling you what people complain about.
They're wrong.
Like, I know they're wrong. What I'm saying is that's what people assumed about the third one is that basically you went from Anakin, who's like, this is pod racing, and here we go again, to I'm gonna murder everyone to save my wife. Basically, with one. Well, what have I done in one conversation?
Okay, look.
I'm not. I'm not defending that
Look
point.
here.
I'm saying that's what people say.
Look here. Look. Listen.
No, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Redemption me.
Don't you wings of redemption me, buddy.
Yikes! That is.
I know. I'm
lower
sorry.
than low.
That was pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. I actually feel really bad doing that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Give me another book.
No. Yeah. Fine. I guess so. Far be it from me. Right. Far be it from me to I don't know, defend the prequels. But yeah, okay, so I think Daenerys, the bottom line, Daenerys being evil, semi-brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I won't say brilliant, but Bran being king, not brilliant. The show made it come out of nowhere. So not brilliant, but I could see the logic behind it happening if we got there naturally. I think Jon Snow getting banished back to the Wall is pretty cool. Because like that, you're talking about the endings being too happy. That's a fun one. He gets blamed or shafted for killing the queen, right? And he gets banished back to the Wall, so he's nobody again.
That's awesome. We love that, don't we?
Well, okay, it's in line with George R. R. Martin saying, it's in line with him saying not everyone's going to get a happy ending.
Doesn't he go to live with the wildlings though?
Yes.
So it's not that terrible.
No, but it's like the bitter cold, bro. They didn't. He's not on the good side of the wall. He's back.
He likes the snow. It's in his name.
Shut up! I knew you were going to say that. Knew you were going there, you dip. Wrong, sir.
No, because like there's a whole civilization for him to make friends with.
Yeah, but
It's not that bad.
like he doesn't have anyone to love on. Both the loves of his life died.
Like there's not
Oh
more
my God,
wildlings,
Daenerys and Jon
baddies,
Snow.
wildling baddies.
No, it's giants. It's giants and men. Tormund. He has to make love with Tormund now.
Well, not
Okay.
a bad ending either.
Okay. Yeah. I'd have gotten with Tormund.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. What was the other thing? I thought that was fine too. And actually, that was that was the most natural ending, in my opinion. The natural ending to a character. What pissed me off was Jaime and what's her name? Brienne of Tarth getting together. I think that upset me the most. Okay, maybe not the most, but it was pretty high up there.
That's what you were complaining about.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who actually got a great ending?
Who?
The wolf.
Which wolf? Nymeria?
No,
the hound.
The wolf. The hound and the mountain. I think that was probably the only good thing out of that season.
Man, they just died.
But they literally died fighting each other, and it was with fire. Like, I think that was perfect. And then he redeemed. That was his last act of redemption, I think. Like, that was really cool. I was very satisfied with it. I actually will still rewatch that fight every once in a while.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It wasn't really a fight, though. Right?
So, the thing is...
Oh my God.
No, there was some fight. No, there was some fighting. Remember he blinded the hound?
I know what you're about to do. You're about to give me the Rebels, Darth Maul and Obi-Wan thing where it's like, no. It wasn't one swipe. You should have seen.
I wasn't gonna say that at all. It was an actual fight. It wasn't like a long drawn out thing, but it was an actual fight. And like literally, okay, think of the setup. So, Sir Gregor, which was what the mountain was renamed to. For the last couple seasons, he's been this zombified oaf, right? He only can, Cersei orders him around. He's no personality left. He's just a zombie.
Right.
Until he sees his brother. And then, like, his keeper is like, Sir Gregor, defend your queen! And he literally smashes that guy's head in the wall because he's like, no, like, the last shred of humanity left is literally his hatred for his brother. That's crazy. And the hound finally being able to stand up to him and, like, do him in. And with being fire and their history with fire, like, that's crazy. I love that, dude. And the hound finally got his ultimate redemption and revenge.
You're actually pretty good at finding the deeper meaning between very non-choreographed fight scenes. Because, like, if I recall, the hound just kind of grabs him and knocks him out of a window and they both die.
That's how the ends, yes.
Yes. I don't remember a fight, though. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Like, I'd have to go... full disclaimer, I haven't seen this since it came out, to be honest with you. I haven't... It came out 2018. That's the last time I watched it.
If you want to really go deep into it, it was more like... and again, this might be, like, fanficky, but it was more of a fight between brothers rather than a knight's duel.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at the deeper meaning behind it, it's like, oh, he finally did this. He finally did that. It's implied the hound is dead in the books.
Yeah, which he did die. So that fits.
Well, are you talking about when him and Brienne tussle?
No, they both go out the window. They both die together.
No, it's implied that the hound died after him and Brienne like fight each other in like season 3. Do you remember that? Do you remember that fight
in the books?
In the show, do you remember that fight where he meets Brienne and they rumble around and he falls on his sword? Then Arya walks up to him and then she just leaves him hanging as he's like bleeding out or whatever.
It's implied that he died
in the books. In the books, that killed them. Like,
gotcha.
So him coming back in the show, like I think he came back in season 6, and that's when he realizes he's a bad person, and he like meets the Ian McShane and that he tries to help that village. That doesn't happen in the books, as far as we know. It could
Gotcha.
happen, because
I
the
see
books
what you
aren't
mean.
done.
Yeah, yeah.
But in that scene where he fights Brienne and he falls down and he's like bleeding out, like he's dead. There's a scene that it's implied, but we're not sure because they didn't give you what happened after. But they go through the camp of so somebody steals the hound's clothes, which if you remember, he wears the hound outfit. He looks like a dog. Somebody steals it and steals his name, and so whenever a character is like excited to meet the hound, and then when he meets him, it's not him, and he's like, "Well, you're not the hound," and he's like, "Yes, I am," but he's dressed as him. But that guy, he walks past a guy wearing a mask, and they make a point. The book makes a point to point out that he looks like what the hound, he's got the same body type as the hound. So we speculate, we don't know. It could just be a big guy, but it's speculated that it's him. He's just not wearing the hound outfit, and he's just wearing a mask, like hiding his identity. But in the show, he just comes back and he's redeemed, in one episode, and then he dies, like for real, when he fights his brother. I remember you had a similar thing when we talked about Obi-Wan and what's his name, Darth Maul in Rebels, and you're like, no, that fight, dude, meant so much, and I was like, dude, it was like 2 seconds, and it was so disappointing.
And that's what was awesome about it.
Yeah, I know.
No, I also really like the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul in Episode 1. Again, all these there's only in these bad projects.
Oh no, dude.
I always find one or two really cool things. So I really love. Do you remember when they're fighting? This is right after Qui-Gon Jinn dies, and they're separated by the barrier, and Obi-Wan kneels and kind of meditates. And then what does Darth Maul doing the whole time?
He's
prowling.
Yeah, pacing back and forth.
Like a lion almost. But it shows, I think, that's when Obi-Wan actually won the fight. It wasn't directly after. It was the mental game, right? It was him finding peace in this tragic moment, and not giving into his hatred, not giving into his emotions, and that's what actually won him the fight.
God, you really go deep into these. I felt you get hard through the speaker. Yeah. Yeah. But now,
okay, I have a good segue.
Go ahead.
So, I didn't read the article, but apparently, supposedly, I doubt this was his actual quote, but supposedly the showrunner for or the writer for The Boys said that he's not going to make a GOT failure.
He already did.
Well, I thought that was a good segue because you said you started watching it, right?
Yeah, I'm on episode 3, I think. Speaking of what, okay, but actually, so Invincible came out at the same time. Did you finish Invincible yet? Because I haven't.
No.
Okay. Have you started this season?
No, I haven't.
Man, you got to watch it. Okay, but The Boys.
It was not advertised well, I'll say that much, but yeah, keep going.
That's fair. The Boys, though. Okay. I mean, they did this 2 seasons ago. Okay. But yeah, Homelander's Trump now.
Yep.
And they don't hide it. I don't know. So there was an article talking about how all the Boys projects, the spinoffs, they got canceled, except for Gen V. I think Gen V might have one more season left. But basically, I'm told the other spinoffs kind of lean into the Trump stuff, and nobody watched them, and they got canceled. And I'm very curious to see what the ratings for this last season are going to be. It's going to be higher than last season because people do want to see how it ends. Admittedly, I want to see how they kill Homelander because they're going to kill Homelander. But I'm waiting on the scene if they do it. If he dies and his head puffs up and his hair slicks back and he looks like Trump for no reason. You know what I'm trying to say? Like some kind of explosion that knocks his hair out of whack and it's slicked to the side like Trump, right before his head explodes. I'm waiting on something like that. But it's just like they don't. There's also the girl character that pissed me off because she can't talk, right? She had her tongue cut out or something, or she's mute. And as soon as she talks, So this new season, for no reason, I don't think they explain why she can talk now. And does she have anything good to say? No, she starts talking TikTok gibberish. She even makes a comment. She goes, I was on TikTok for 8 hours before I showed up to this. She doesn't say this scene, but before I got here, which is her scene where they reveal she can talk. She's like, I was on watching TikTok for 8 hours. And then she'll be like, suck my dick, right? I'll have to bleep that out. But she'll be like, suck my, like, she doesn't say anything good. Like, when she was mute, she was such a strong character, right? And she only had to act through facial expressions. And so for this last season, which is all making fun of Republicans and making fun of Trump, and right, and so then like these writers like, oh, we're gonna make her talk this season, and they come in with it, and like, what does she say? Like, this is a big moment, and she just comes in like, oh, F me, suck my dick, oh, we're good, and I was like,
Oh my gosh.
it's awful. And it's like, I'm not even just because I'm a butthurt Republican. Like, I'm just like, what are we doing? I don't know. You haven't watched The Boys though, have you? Like that?
Oh, I watched all the way up till I didn't. What season are we on now?
We're on 5, I believe.
I did not finish 4.
Okay.
I got halfway through 4.
Did you any particular reason, or are you just not enjoying it?
Stop. I definitely lost interest.
Yeah.
I think it was the episode. I could be wrong because again I forgot pretty much everything in season 4 except it was right after Starfire's protest. Starfire, not Starfire. The other one.
Oh God, DC.
What's her name?
Starlight.
Starlight's protest. Yeah. And then Homelander kills those 3 Trump supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump supporters. And he frames her. And I love how like one side was killing people, but conveniently not the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I was just like, you know what?
Well,
I'm gonna watch SpongeBob again.
The writer of the show keeps making stuff that's not happening. He keeps like, so Homelander has a concentration camp, which of course is supposed to be a metaphor for Trump and his illegal immigrants. Like, there's no concentration camp in America. Like that. Like, none of this is. It's the way it's an exaggeration. First off, right? Obviously, it's a joke. It's an exaggeration. We're just making fun of. But like, this is
people are actually going to take that as reality.
Exactly. And like, there's a bunch of stuff in the show, and like, that's not happening in real life, and it's just like, it makes me not want to watch it. And it should be no surprise to the creator of The Boys that his other shows just didn't work out because people aren't watching. You alienate half your audience. And it's already a hard sell to take a live action show where you get to see Carl Urban, you get to see Anthony Starr. It's hard to get all those people to watch your cartoon. Or Gen V, which has none of the charm, none of the characters from the show. My brother swears up and down Gen V is good. I'm sorry, I did like 2 episodes. It's not that it's not, has nothing to do with anything. It's boring.
Right.
It's not funny. But I don't know. So The Boys has good moments though. This new season, it has good moments when they're not making fun of Trump. When they go off and they finally try to progress the plot. So like this season, they introduce a toxin that's supposed to kill soups, and they test it on Soldier Boy. Do you care about spoilers? It's up to you.
Not really. I'm probably gonna forget it anyway.
Oh my god. A-Train. So A-Train dies.
Whoa. A-Train dies?
They kill A-Train. Guess what his arc is, dude? So he's running from Homelander. Okay? He's running from... No, let me finish. He's running from Homelander. All right?
He's running?
He's going real fast. He's going real fast, right? Okay? All right? He's about to run into a girl.
Okay.
And
right. Yeah. And this is his moment to redeem himself.
Oh yeah. He swerves out of the way, and he trips, and then Homelander catches him, and then Homelander picks him up, and he's like, and then A-Train's like, haha, fascism bad, and then Homelander kills him, right? And his big arc is that he swerved out of the way when he ran. which is different from season 1 where he just ran through whatever.
That completely makes up for what he did.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
what?
And I was like, this is how we're doing it.
That's how he dies.
That's how he dies. Homelander catches him.
Dude.
Oh, and next
my headcanon as Huey ends up killing him regardless of reason or death. That's crazy.
He forgives him, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. It all happens. It happens to all best of us.
Here's another thing that doesn't make sense. Next episode, Homelander's sad that A-Train's dead.
Like he was sad that when Noir died?
Right. Yeah.
Wait a minute. The only person he cared about was Noir.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So he's sitting there and he's like he's at the funeral and they get the exaggerated Kenneth Copeland preacher, and and it's a whole scene. It's a whole scene making fun of Christians.
Right.
I really hope the creator of the show finds Jesus. I mean that genuinely. I hope he finds a real experience with Jesus, has a real relationship.
What if it's a really butthurt Christian who's like deconstructed?
Your last season sucked. Now I'm going to tell you about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Cristo. But
my God. So, dude, that actually takes away from. Well, keep going.
Yeah, so Homelander's sad for no reason. He's I think he's more sad than he was that Black Noir died.
That sickens me because that was what made that scene such kind of sickly powerful.
Yeah.
Because okay. So he kills A-Train and he's sad. Next episode.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another thing. I need to keep watching. Maybe this is my fault because I didn't watch.
Yeah.
But Black Noir is mute again.
Even though he was replaced by
a guy an actor and a guy who talks, right? But they make a point to show that he doesn't talk. Like there's a part where the Deep is like, dude, why aren't you talking? I know because he remembers him last season. He says, I know you can talk. You talked last time. Why aren't you talking?
Right.
And they zoom in on him and he's mute again.
Okay, are they implying that they cloned him?
I think they're doing a last minute Game of Thrones style bait and switch back to that plot point in the comic.
Because they couldn't stick to their guns, huh?
Yeah. I love the direction they took Black Noir. I thought
it was sad. I actually was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was great that it reminded me of season 1 The Boys, when they had Edge.
Yeah.
So that's funny. They're going back on their.
I think. Let me see.
It has to be.
Yeah. They make a point to show oh no, he's not talking for some reason.
Oh my God. Also, is the Deep still on Homelander's side?
He sure is. And
okay.
Let me see. Last episode to release on May 20th. Okay. How many episodes is it going to be? So, it's weekly, so I need to catch up. April 29th is episode 5. I'm on episode 3. I really need to watch it. I mean, I already started it. I hate it. It's terrible, but I really feel like I need to it's kind of something I have to do.
I'm a little uncomfortable with how they're trying to redeem some of these characters.
Yeah.
The way A-Train worked was that not only did he brush off what he did, but it was very implied that he's done that before.
Right.
It's just literally nothing to him. And then the Deep, I know they've kind of gone. I assume he's gonna try to betray Homelander at some point.
Right.
But remember what he did? Again, imply that he's done it before with Starlight. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, these are. That's crazy. So they're not going to get their comeuppance. I don't think. I think it's just Homelander because he's Trump. So
and I was totally down for A-Train to get a full redemption because they were trying to build up to it.
Yeah.
But what it ultimately amounted to is he just does the opposite of what he did season 1, episode 1.
Right.
That's kind of what it all culminated to. Was when he runs now, he dodges civilians, and then he died right after. And I watched it and I was like, this is the laziest, not fulfilling end to a character that's had 5 seasons of build up.
Also, so could he have always controlled that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like because like when he killed Huey's wife or fiance, it was like it was actually like it was an actual accident. Like he was like, "Oh, sorry." Then he
Well,
moved on.
and he was high. He was on
Right.
yeah, he was on drugs. I forget what it was. Compound V. He was
But this entire time, he could have seen it. I thought the idea was that their powers are so ridiculous that they can't even control it,
right. It's
and
like
that's
collateral
why
damage.
they need to be.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, people die because we're heroes and we can do what we want, right?
Right.
No, he could have controlled it the whole time.
That's great.
Dude, it's written by AI. I swear to God. I swear he typed in make Homelander Trump. Here's scene. Yeah. How do you think he's gonna die? I know how he died in the comics. How do you think they're gonna kill him?
That's the thing. That's what everyone's watched. That's the only reason people still watch it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If they even are.
Right.
Is just like to see if Homelander finally dies this time.
Well, he definitely will, because they got.
I feel like it's going to be a Cersei kind of death.
Right.
I think it's going to be like that. Where
no, they're going to have in what way? Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Like I think there's going to be a fight, but I don't think Butcher's going to kill him. I think he's going to kill Butcher. If they want to go the most predictable possible route, Butcher, Homelander fight. He kills Butcher. And while Homelander's gloating over his victory, Huey takes superpowers and then kills him.
Okay.
Like that. I mean, and I don't mean that as if I want that to happen. I think that's the direction they'll absolutely go because everything else seems to be just very by the books at this point.
Yeah. It's not cleverly written at all.
Yeah, they're not going to kill Huey. They've already been building up that Butcher's going to die anyway. So unless he doesn't have cancer anymore.
No, he doesn't. Oh, you didn't finish the season. Oh my God, you didn't finish.
My God.
The big reveal at the end is that I forget what it is exactly, but he's now the Compound V like manifested as its own entity in him. So the thing that was killing him, that was supposed to kill him last season, it turned out to heal him, and now he's like full of tentacles, and he's almost like got a symbiote, but it's on the inside. Okay. It's on the inside, and it comes out in the form of like tentacles. But it's basically like he's basically Venom without the outward appearance. He's still Butcher on the outside, but he's got Venom symbiote that can come out of him like tentacles.
Okay.
And it healed his plot device, which was
what dying. What happened to his son?
I don't remember. I think he went into hiding.
Oh my God.
I don't remember though specifically. And then they the symbiote kills the girl that can explode mines or blow your head up. It kills her, so she just dies.
Oh right.
She just dies. Okay. So she's not in this season.
I'm assuming it wasn't that satisfying.
I mean, they saved.
That was a crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was such a crazy moment when her powers got revealed.
It was fine when she died, but it was just like nothing happened that whole season. They saved it all for the last 10 minutes of the last episode.
I see.
Was what happened. So it's like, oh, cool, something happened. It was like the end of season 7 of Game of Thrones, where nothing happened until the White Walkers broke the wall. The last 7 minutes of the
that makes sense.
That's kind of what it was.
That's kind of how season 3 ended, in my opinion, a little bit. Like all the big fights were saved for like the last episode.
Oh, it was so much worse than 4. No, but I see what you mean. Geez. But I did like Soldier Boy. I thought that was a fun plot, and then the actor.
No, I liked that stuff. I was saying like all the major stuff that was happening. First of all, it all got pushed to the very end, and then besides Black Noir, I don't think anyone died. So it was like, see you next season.
Oh no! Season 4 had that way worse. There was a whole scene where all the boys line up to fight A-Train, the Deep, and Black Noir's copy, the actor, and they knock him out. Right, and then they go, okay, all right, let's finish them off. And then for no reason, Mother's Milk is like, no, we can't. We got to get out of here now. They're all knocked out. You could just finish them now, right? Just do it. And he's like, no, we can't. We got a whole nother season to shoot. And he runs away, and then they all run away without finishing the job.
No, Trump got reelected. Yeah. We have to get out of here now.
Yeah. We got one more. You got to. Yeah. Oh my God, make me mad just talking about it. Well, I think after this episode, I might go
Oh,
watch the next
dude.
episode.
How on earth did it fumble so hard? It was on top of the world for a while. Everyone loved it so
Because
much.
he lets politics bleed into it, dude.
Do you think it was that or the shock value phased off, and that's what was driving it for so long?
No, because they still do the shock value. This season has a lot of shock value. There's a guy with the.
Oh no, I mean, like, do you
there's a
think
guy
people
with-
just got desensitized to it?
No, I don't think so. I think people praise the shock value stuff still. People still enjoy that. Where they lose people is with the Trump stuff, I think, because then you got the people coming in and saying, "Oh, that was their intention all along, was to make fun of Trump," which I disagree with, because the first season was like that.
Right.
And then you got
No, it was about. I was thinking about this earlier. It was literally about not just Trump. It was about celebrity godhood.
Yeah.
And how literally you could make this about the Epstein Island for all I care. Like
Yeah.
that at least encompasses celebrity status in general of like the untouchables, right? That makes way more sense to me rather than just making it about one person.
Absolutely.
I think so. I always draw back to season 1 where it's very early on where Butcher's like sneaking in a back alley and Homelander just shows up.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that Butcher's there and Homelander's sneaking from him. I'm like, in that moment, I was like, oh my God, this is a totally normal human being up against Homelander. This is so tense. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm very scared. Now, no, it's almost like Invincible, where I'm like, no one dies. Like, no one's going to die.
No,
Like,
not till the last episode.
That's the last episode.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're out of time.
Oh.
I'm okay with just doing one this week, and then we'll work on the audio some more. I'll tinker with it with Maddie later.
Cool.
We'll just work with it. So anyway, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for making this work. Oh, this was better than the heat. We'll just see when the episode comes out. We'll work on the audio quality. But
Sure.
guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you next time. Thanks for hopping on, Shaps. We're gonna find a way to make this work long term.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next time.
See you. Bye-bye.